Fala galera, tudo bem com vocês? Seja bem-vindo ao meu canal, canal sobre um gringo vivendo aqui no Brasil. Clica embaixo para as legendas, para trocar para português, porque eu vou falar em inglês nesse vídeo em 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, so I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about some frustrations that I'm having here and living in Brazil, just with kind of like service work. Let me explain. We needed to do a little bit of construction work for our store, so we hired a pedreiro. It's like a team, supposedly very professional. We got a good referral and we hired them because they are supposedly very professional. But I've noticed here in hiring any of these pedreiros is very hard to find actual professional people, because I've hired pedreiros in the past as well, and every single one of them, they all have the same jeito, or the same way that they work for. Okay, so this is happening right now. I'm getting the work done right now. So first thing, I don't know what it is, but they never come on time. For example, this work could take probably one day, but they want to start like at 8 a.m. But if they start at 8 a.m., they only have a certain few hours to get stuff done. If they came a little bit earlier, maybe 2 hours, I think it would make a difference. Anyways, so if you hire them to come at 7 in the morning, they don't get there at 7. They come later. They literally, there's no point of saying past 7. I don't know. Maybe in your city or maybe in your area, pedreiros are better with time. But fine, it's hard work. Don't wanna push them too hard, right? Okay. Second thing is they make me buy the material, like cement, paint. They make me buy it. It's not part of the whole like project that because they know. They give me like a list of things that I need to buy for them to have. Okay, so I find that very strange, because where I'm from, if you hire a pedreiro, they will bring all the material. They will bring the paint, the stuff. You're paying them to do that service, okay? Okay, that's how things are done here. So I buy the product and bring it. When they start the project, they don't have equipment to start the work. For example, they need buckets. They need things that they should bring. But these guys, professional guys, don't have these simple things that I think every pedreiro team should have. Like, we have a kind of like a large project that we're doing. And so I was thinking, they have to bring the andami, right? To build the thing, to build like kind of like a small structure so that they can climb and do work on the wall. Now, the problem is, if you bring all that stuff, you don't bring all the other like little things that you think that should be necessary. So they basically they kind of like figure out a way to use, like, I don't know, they're using buckets that we use that are for other things. They're just using it. They literally like, well, we can't do the work without it. So, okay, fazer, okay. So I let them use it and they start working. For professional people, if you're working in chinelos, I must say, I don't think that's very professional. I don't think it's very safe. I mean, I'm not gonna judge, because if that's how you work, that's how you work. But just in my opinion, working in chinelos, I think is very dangerous. A little dangerous, right? Now, I remember when we did the orçamento, they would tell you, oh, okay, it's going to take a team of 4 people. And so when they show up, start working, and there's only 3, you tend to think a little bit fishy of these people, right? It's kind of hard to take them serious. It's hard to say, okay, this is it's not very professional. It's just, I don't know what I can say to make this sound okay. Or maybe, Bruce, you're making a big deal out of nothing. Well, it's because you hired a professional, right? So you're paying a little bit more, because I can hire the Zé on the street to do the work for me, to do kind of in the same, almost the same way, but you know what you're getting paid, what you're paying for. So when you pay a certain, or when you hire a professional team, you would think that there's a certain standard that you're gonna get. But if you work the same way as Zé, the pedreiro da rua, then it's kind of like, what's the difference? How can anybody take you serious? So it's just a frustration that I'm having, because, for example, the pedreiro that I contacted, the professional one, we were talking on WhatsApp, and we decided that we're gonna come on a certain time. And I said, hey, look, I can come a little bit earlier for you so that you guys can start early so we can get this work done. But they said, no, let's check the weather, because if the weather's no good, then blah, blah, blah. So they made an excuse so they can come at 8 o'clock. Fine. Now, to set up the andami, right, it took about an hour and a half, because our building's a little bit high. So about an hour and a half just to do that. Then the guys come down to have a coffee break. Okay, I can't say anything. I can't be like, oh, you guys can't drink coffee. No, fine, drink coffee. But it's just like, okay, you guys come down, and then you guys go back up, and this all takes time, right? For them to come down takes time. For them to drink coffee takes time. And so by the time they actually start the work on the building, it's like 10:30. Okay, 10:30, they're working. About 11:45, they come down. So they've worked for about an hour and something, right? They gotta go eat lunch. So then they go eat lunch. They come back like an hour and a half, 2 hours later, and they go back up really slow, because they just ate like a pedreiro does, right? They eat. So then when they come back, they go up really slowly. Then they work till about, I think, another hour and a half, and they come down for another break. And I'm just like, why don't you bring your coffee? Why don't you bring your water and like up there with you, so you guys just sit up there and take a break? Because it takes about 15 minutes to come down, to take everything off, or whatever they're using, the safety equipment. And I'm just like, dude, for work that you guys... Okay, so this is my problem. In my opinion, work that is about maybe 2 days of work, real 2 days of work, without all these like breaks, and if they just use the time a little bit more efficiently or came a little early, okay, I think it will just take two days. But what literally took 2 days is now taking three and a half days. And you're like, oh, what's the difference? It is a difference, because business time is money, right? And you want your business to run smoothly and not have any distractions or things that are bothering it. So the faster the work is done, the more efficiently the work is done, then you will receive your money faster, and we will be more satisfied as a customer. But I don't understand. It's crazy. Some of the time, some things that I think that maybe it's just me, maybe it's an isolated situation, and this is just bad luck that I'm having, because it seems like every time that I hire a pedreiro or a person that does like paredes, I seem to run into this situation. Anyways, what are your guys' experiences with pedreiros, or I guess service workers here? I have lots. I mean, because a lot of things here break. You always have to fix something as a business owner. There's a lot of things that you need to fix. There's a lot of things they have to do. And so, what are things that you guys experience, or maybe tell me if I'm just getting swindled by these people. I don't know. Tell me what you guys have been through, or let me know some advice. What would you guys say to help me in this situation? Anyways, a little short video of me ranting about things that I have to deal with here, living here in Brazil. I know there's gonna be some Brazilians like,
if you don't like it, you don't have to live here.
You don't know my life. I don't know your life. You don't know why I'm here. So calm down, okay? If the situation was any other way, I literally, there's things that you have to do in life there's responsibilities, and so I'm here and I have to deal with it. And so I just think it's different, and I want to know how to better my situation or to alleviate or better options. Tell me, let me know in the comments, or maybe I do need to saidaki. I don't know, say. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Let's talk down below in the comments. Até a próxima. Ciao.